Yeah, wait, why are we recording this?
So it's like
So that you can see it and hear what I said.
So I just said that and it's recorded.
It wasn't when you said that. Now it is, though.
What do you mean?
There we go.
How do you spell comrade?
C-A-M-V-R-E.
You know what? I'm not gonna try to spell it because I'm just gonna spell it how I would spell it.
Absolutely. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Because sometimes if you spell it the right way, you're like, what the heck is this word?
Yeah.
Yep, I totally get that. So we went over here, we come back. Now you're gonna push your weight back onto your supporting foot. Release this foot, do a demi-rondeggian to fourth, and gently place that foot down with no wiggling, right? And we have the same thing, demi. The heels come up, you press into the demi, open, demi, the heels come up, you press into the demi, open. Grand plie and fourth, up, open. The arm comes down, the arm comes up, we stretch back in the cambray, come back up, tendu, and slide it to fifth. Yes,
Do we grand plie on all of them?
yes. Okay. And fifth position, 1 and 2 and 3 and open, 1 and 2 and 3 and open, grand plie and up. And this time, circular port de bras. Reach out to the diagonal, down to the legs. Try and get close, close, close to the legs. Come over to the side cambray. Now reach corner, back, corner, around, and then we relevate up. Making sure to cross the ankles in that fifth position.
Am I supposed to see?
Where's this on?
I see.
It's actually just a relevate. Susu is something that is a spring. So R-E-L-E-V-E. Okay. How do you? Some things to remember. When you're working on the demi-plies and the releves, we're working on keeping the weight on the first 3 toes. So we're trying not to go back into the 4th and 5th toe with that ankle, but keep those ankles and the heels working forward with rotation. So that's what that demi-plie is for, to work that shape and strengthen it. Yeah. The port de bras, grand plie, we've worked on this all fall, all year. The arm comes down towards the knee at the base, comes across, and then open, right? So be careful it's not coming right in front of your pelvic girdle. On the cambray, when you're going back, the head is going to the side, the shoulders relax, and we can see the face in the picture frame of your arm. Yeah. So make sure we're seeing that. Now, at the end, we releve up. We find the balance there, right? Elbows here, not here, but feeling this tricep muscle, lifting those up and forward. Shoulder blades together in the back and chest open. We déjeuner spot, follow the hands, and come down and finish completely. Then for the second exercise, we tendu and close first. And then we're ready to go out, center, up, open for side number 2. Good.
Sorry, I wrote it really crooked.
You're fine.
I'm like, it did me.
Oh, it doesn't mean anything to me. These are for you. These are not for me.
I know, but like,
Don't you worry about it. I'm not even gonna look at it.
no, I know.
Oh, okay. But you're apologizing to me for crooked writing. Okay. All right, so we have done 1 and here and center and open. We now have plie and close, plie and close, plie and lift, brush it to the back and close. Plie and close, plie and close, plie, lift it, brush it front and close. As we do that, when we are going to the front, we have the onde overhead. So the head is turned and the chin lifted and angled slightly back. And as it brushes through the first 2 go to the back, the angle of the head changes. But remember, we're not looking down, we're looking out at eye level. So you're not tipping the chest into that, it's just your head. making that choice. So your body's nice and straight and lifted throughout.
Can you do a combination again?
Yeah. Let me give everybody a chance to just pick their pens up.
I'm so glad you're doing this. I'm gonna do part of this next period too, so they.
Yeah,
they
we're
get
writing, and I'm also
personally.
recording it for them, so I'll send you that as well, so that they hear that. Yeah. Yep, all of the above.
Let's make down is us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go through it again. So we have demi-plie and stretch, demi-plie and stretch, demi-plie with it, lift it, change the head, close back, repeat to the back, and close, and the back, and close, and go plie, and lift, and brush, and close. Okay? So, and what we're watching for, what we're practicing, is holding our turnout, but also we're working on this foot over here. Remember we talked about this? Oh, there's this. So this leg, as it goes into that plie, we're going to make sure that we have our baby toe on the floor, and we're not letting this come forward and rolling that knee, that you're feeling both this leg and this leg do that rotation in tandem with each other. We're really working on how that feels in all the positions. And then we have part B. Part B, we slide out to second. We're going to the top of that foot to the best of our ability with both legs rotating like we just talked about. And we have our pulse tendus, 1 and 2 and 3 and close. Plie and slide foot and slide. I need to change my shoes. Plie and slide and close. So 3 sets of that. And then we have the rond rond de jambe en l'air, but low, only 45-60 to the front, to the second, to the back, and close. Right? And in those movements, we've talked about sustaining. So even though the music is going, you're like going through the phrase of the music. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, and close. Right? Mission. On the right. No, we don't pulse in the front. We only pulse in the
And
second.
then close first.
Yes, it's all in first.
And then we only do it one time?
No, you do it to the back as well.
Well, I meant like doing it front, back, and then to the side, and then
Yes,
to the
yes,
side,
yes.
or is
So it goes 1, 2, 3, close, 1, 2, 3, close, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, close, 1, 2, 3, close, 2, 2, 3, close, 1, 2, 3, lift, 3, close. Pulse, and 2, and 3, close, 2, and 2, 3, close, 3, 2, 3, close, front, second, back, close, reverse the whole thing. Yeah. Ava, how are you doing, sweetie?
Again, I'm taking notes on.
Okay, all right, great. You're recording, but we're recording. It's a lot of recording right now. We're all recording.
This one just goes into a bin for classes that we had class.
Yes.
We had it. Because you know I would be the one that they check up on.
I'll tell you, I'll be the one they never check on.
Yes. And never,
I've always been fascinated. I'm like, I started teaching, and I was like, so here's what I was going to cover. Took it to my this all. He goes, okay. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll just do it. Okay, all right. I'll just go do that. Okay. All right. You have to, I don't know, look it over, approve it. Am I doing what you wanted?
yeah, now never me individually, it's because of what kids may
Sure.
perceive going on. So
Sure.
we got class.
Sure. Yep.
To the shore, every day.
Oh my goodness. My phone's so fascinating. I guess you're doing it. I'm like, great. Guess I'm doing it for you.
You are.
Alrighty. Okay, moving on. So after we finish that one, we're on our left foot for that exercise, right? So at the end of that, we've done here and here and here, and we balance here, flat, and then we plie on the supporting leg and pique up to fifth. At that point, we détourne, open, and finish on the other side completely, always completely, ladies, the head over the shoulder and the arms down. Yeah? Everybody's good? You okay?
Go. Oh my God.
Okay, if you have questions, ask.
Oh.
There was a so I was going, I could never see it.
Okay, so from there, we start our dégagé exercise. So we're here, again, because we've talked a lot about this, right? I showed you the video that this is how we're going to start, yeah? That ADC, IBC, in all their videos, is asking for one and in and center and open. So we want to follow that so that you're prepped. From there, we have our dégagés, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 5 repetitions to this exercise. So we go to second, back, front, 5, 6, 7, 8. On to your, I'm so sorry. The reason I'm here is because it's, I think, a decent spot for Ava, so, and everybody. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the heel comes in right, we're here, so it's not here, but we've got that same shape, but it's in the back. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do that twice on quad. Quad is spelled like Le Croix, the water. C-R-O-I-X. Eva, you can see, right? You're good? Okay, great. I just want to make sure. And that one happens on our right foot. So we do it twice on quad, and at the end we finish as we have always finished. Say again?
I'm still there.
How do we spell that?
Okay.
You're not gonna say coup de pied. So C-O-U-P, new little tiny word, D-E. Yeah, pied is P-I-E-D. Coup de pied.
Say that again.
Which part? The P part? P-I-E-D. Yeah. So coupe, the word coupe, you know, when I first started teaching, I went over and over and over this with different, so many teachers. But coupe actually means to cut. So coupe is actually something where you're like doing something, or you're coming in, or you're doing that assembly we talked about. So there's actually a shift, because your foot, the word coupe means to cut. So actually you're going to coup de pied and then extending. So it's like a little baby peg. Because this is our cheval that we're working on. Everybody okay in there? Great, so we finished that. So we've done plie, tendu on the left, rotate, dégagé on the right. At the end of this, we releve up, we turn, we open, we finish. And then we're ready to start our ballet sequence. So we have the same preparation, arms up each time. Then we have the 3 balances. We balance away from the bar, we balance towards the bar, we balance away from the bar, and we glissade towards the bar into a nice, cushy marshmallow plie.
Was the last combination, what was, so it's en croix?
Yes, twice on quad. 4 dégagés and 1 slow pas de cheval or small développé on quad. the end, releve up, turns, open, and finish. Yeah. So we just nicely revolve. So we complete it, and then we just all releve, turn, and finish on the other side. Okay, is everybody all right to there? Okay, so now we're on the other side, and once again, we have our preparation that we do. Our arms float out of the hand. They come center. One arm goes to the bar, one goes out. We start our balances. Balance away from the bar, balance towards the bar, balance away from the bar, and glissade towards the bar. From there, the leg brushes front, back. And remember, just touching with the toe in that coup-de-pied position. So right where you see my bare ankle is where that is. It's not up higher than that. And then we've talked a lot about opening this thigh as you stretch back and filling the phrase of the music. We do it twice. Up, down. Yes? And you've got 8 ronds on the order, closing in back. Question?
Oh, no, I'm just trying to think what's after.
We reverse it.
So then balancing it, right?
Yes. Yeah. Right. At the end of that sequence, after we've done our 8th rond and closed it in the back, in the 5th, then we start the balancing sequence again. And we balance away, we balance towards, we balance away. This time when we glissade, we're going to close our outside foot in the back. So now your body is open in 5th position. Your back foot is going to extend to the back, feet in the back, feet in the front, little développé filling the phrase. Repeat, brush, beat, extend. That développé. Fully turned out, knee over toe. Right? And through all of this, we have our ondeor and ondeon heads. So when you're doing here, your brush, your head is here. And as you extend, it goes to there, or vice versa. It starts in the back, incline slightly forward, in, and open. You switch to the ondeon as you go into the rondejambe. So that head's inclined forward, for 8 more rondejambes going inward. Last rondejambe comes to the 5th in front. We take the front leg, we brush it to a la seconde at 90 degrees, right? Here. It beats in back, it beats in front, développé, close it in back. Then we go from the back, brush to a la seconde, 90 degrees, beats in front, beats in back, développé, close it in front. Repeat. Second, back, front, extend, close back, second, front, back, extend, close front. So you have 4 repetitions. The first one goes back, front, and closes in the back. The second one goes front, back, and closes in the front. The third goes back, front, and closes in the back. And the fourth goes front, back, and closes in the front.
Okay.
Yes, Gerard.
Yeah. So we ended up on the right foot in front, right?
You ended up with the left one. You're on the left side. We turn around, because we're every other one we're turning around. So you're actually doing the rondejambe exercise with your left foot.
Okay, so this is back front first.
Yes.
Okay, that's all. Thanks.
Yes. If you're comfortable, remember, the rule is if your foot is in front, in 5th, then you're going to beat to the back first, or circle to the back first. And if your foot is in the back, then you're going to circle or beat to the front first, because you're going on you're going inward from the back. Yeah? At that point, We have circular port de bras, circular port de bras en des dames. What would make this en des dames? No. Where are you going? Towards what leg? The inside leg. So it's going en des dames. Yes, you're going towards the inside leg, all the way around. Once again, we talked about diagonal reach, all the way down, getting as close to your legs as you can. So right there, coming up to the side, feeling this, corner, back, corner, and coming around. You get to the front, reach out, again, corner, back, down, down, and then up on that diagonal and follow it with your eyes as you pop that back foot out. Your eyes are still here. As you stretch down in the lunge, come up, and then cambre back on that tendu. When we cambre back on the tendu, what we don't want to see is we don't want to see this hip dropping in. Yeah, so you want to keep that hip rotated out. We also don't want to see this, a pushing into the pelvis, right? You're lifted up, you could lift this foot off the ground and still cambre back. So make sure that's happening. We've worked on that and talked about it quite a bit.
What comes first, the slide down or the back?
The slide down. Because you just finished your circular port de bras, Rihanna. So you just went forward and you finished the one that was going on there. Your arm goes up, and as you follow that, your arm goes down as you come up, and then port de bras to the cambre. So from the cambre, this arm, as you're coming up, so the coordination of this is as this part of your body starts to come up, this toe leaves the ground and goes with it. So the coordination is together, arm and leg. Yeah? And what part of your foot do you lead the penché with? The toes, yeah. You're lifting the toes to the ceiling, right? Lifting the toes to the ceiling. So you're pushing up through the toes. So your back is not leading the penché. That's your leg and foot leading the penché. We get to the bottom of the penché. We're not down here. We're looking out there. Yeah, so you're not just collapsing your back because then you have no control. Spell penché.
Yeah, wait, I guess.
Say what? E-E-N-C-H.
Oh my gosh, Amber, I was already.
How do you not let your back to like collapse?
Well, I don't believe you're collapsing. Do your arm shake? Let's see what you got. I don't see you collapsing. So you're going there as it kicks up. That is not collapsing. Collapsing will be. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And now as you come up, ladies, she's up and doing this. So let's look at this. So she's here coming up from the penché. She's coming up. As she's coming up, she's trying to keep this leg as high as possible so that we don't lose some of that, right? So it might be higher or the same as when you started, but it is never, ladies. Ladies, this is for you. I know how to do this. So as she's coming up, you're going to either keep this leg the same as when it started, or it's going to be bigger than when it started. But it will not be smaller than when it started. Yeah? From there, you releve up, and you take this arm off the bar, and you're trying to balance. Pull your body tight, woman. You get this thumb in front of your nose, and that's where you're trying to balance. Then from here, you fondue into the plie. Arm goes to second, tendu, close to fifth derriere in the back, and head goes over your shoulder there. Yeah? How are we doing? Good? Okay, so balances happened on your left side. So now, after you finish that, you'll releve up, turn, and come to the other side once again. Okay? Okay, so from there, we've turned around, now we're in fifth, and now we're back to our right foot once again. Again, our head is over our shoulder, arms come up, and at this point, we tendu to ala secone and bring the foot in for frappes, right? So we've got to do that on the preparation. Out, in, center, arm and leg open together, because our arms and legs always coordinate, so arms and legs are coming out together and coming in. Okay, and from there, we've gone here, and we have 4 single frappes, one time on qua, on the arm and on the head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, brushing that floor. This is important, not out in the wind, but actually seeing that brush happen every time. Then we have second front, second back, second front, second back, because it's an even number, so we close where we're coming from first. Back, the head angles in. And then second to the back, second to the front, second to the back, second to the front. Because it's an even number of repetitions. Okay, from this, we're going to go to our double sequence. So, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, repeat it, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So twice on qua with our slow double to the plie. And we do the doubles twice on qua. At the end of the doubles, we're here in this plie, we immediately just push straight up. There's no fifth, there's no anything else. Here and up, very clean. Now the toe is pointed in the front of the ankle for our frappes. We strike out 1, 2, 3, 4. Side to the front, side to the back, side to the front, side to the back, 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 side to the back, front, back, front. And none of these are flexed, and none of them touch the floor. And we repeat the doubles, and we are back, front, plie, front, back, plie, front, back, plie, back, front, plie, So you're immediately going from here to the wrapped position. Find your balance, bring it to fifth. Déjeuner, this time you're going to go face the bar and close to fifth facing the bar. Then we're going to do a quarter of a turn instead of a half.
You wrap your foot, levitate, and turn.
Right, fifth. Fifth and turn. Great. Balance first. Show your balance. Then fifth. Now we're facing the bar. Now we're going to do our jump sequence. We go jump to second. Our right foot's in front. As we jump to second, we're going to bring our right foot back in the front, beat it, and close it in back. Then repeat on the other side. Jump to second. The left foot was in front. It crosses in the front and closes in the back. So two échappés with battu. Battu meaning beat. B-A-T-T-U.
Échappés.
Beat change.
How do you spell échappé?
E-C-H-A
E-C-H-A-P-P-E.
P-P-E. Two P's and an E. Yep.
H.
And Batu is B-A-T-T-U.
How do you say it again?
Batu.
No, the other.
Échappé.
Échappé. I forgot. Échappé. Feet. Changing. Twice.
Mm-hmm. No, then we haven't finished this exercise.
Well, after this, right?
Yes. So after we did the two échappé battu, then we have two entrechats. Two braided four, right? So our combination is jump to second, beat, change, jump to second, beat, change. Entrechat goes beaten back, land in front, beaten back, land in front. And then we have entrechat, which we learned in the first semester. Beat in front, land in a coup de pied in the back, and our assemblé coupe, close fifth and back.
Wait, if you get from, it's like,
Back front, right hand down for back, twice.
back,
Your right hand's in front right now. You're gonna go back front, and entrechat, and assemblé coupe. Now you're on the left foot, now you would do your left foot. Right, and I like to see 4 repetitions, because I want you to do it for stamina. Which all of us are struggling
yeah.
with. I know,
Yeah.
I know. Okay. So we just finished, our right foot's in front, our arms came down, we finished the exercise. You're gonna pivot, releve up, turn, yay and fifth, your left foot coming in front, and you're turning head over your shoulder. So all you're gonna do at the end of that is from here, releve up, a quarter turn, changing your feet, so your left foot comes in front, and down, and then we're ready to go for rumba. turns out, center, this time the arm is coming up and the head is turned to the corner. And we have 4 grand bob-ons, 1 time on claw flat, and 1 time on claw relevant. Right, with our quarter rock. So here in the front, here in second, here in the arabesque, back to second, same thing happening on the right. But just simple, right? Great. At the end of your grand bob-ons, you finish, you are up on releve, and you come down and you finish. And then that's the end of our table. Okay, so we can put these bars away, and let's work on talking about our center. Yeah. Okay. All right, come on, ladies, chop, chop. We have stuff to get through, so let's move it. Let's make it happen. Well, we need to be lickety split. All right, coming out of the center right away. That's awesome. We have work to do. Okay, so in our center, we are in fit position, croisé to corner number 2. Once again, the arms are out, in, center, and we're ready. We have 2 tendus to croisé devant. We pivot, 2 tendus to quatrième devant. We pivot, 2 tendus to épassé devant. And 1 tendu to écarté, pointing upstage with our head looking down at our downstage hand and closing back. Arm stays, excuse me. Now we repeat this on the other side, facing corner number 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and pivot. 1 and 2 and 3 and pivot. 1 and 2 and 3 and stay. Change feet. This is slower. We talked about why I have this slower. It's to make sure that this really gets turned out and you show that picture and close. Now. From there, after we've done it on our right foot facing corner number 2, and we've done the pattern on our left foot facing corner number 1, we tendu to a la Simone. Our head opens and turns with the opening of our leg. It stays when our leg closes. It changes when our leg opens. Stays when our leg closes. Change when our head opens. Stays when it closes. 4 times. Right, left, right, left. At that point, we plie, 1, 2. We pirouette to the right, en dehors, turning outside from 5th, this direction. We try to sustain that in the releve and put it down. This puts us on the other foot to repeat the whole thing. Pattern to corner number 1, then the pattern to tendu pattern to corner number 2. From there, we do our 4 tendus and our pirouette to the left. And then that's the end of the exercise. And we're looking to make sure that we have our heels forward in a la Sagone and heels forward and leg rotated in second in écarté. Écarté is still second, which is facing the corner, and a la Sagone is second facing the front. Stay here. Molly can get in and out of the room without you, I promise. Write your notes. Everybody was watching Molly. I'm like, right in your nose. Molly can do it. Yes, how are we doing? Okay, stand up. Let's move over this way for our adage. So the adage, I think it would be good to do it in, we have an odd number, so let's do Brianna and Shariah together. Let's do it by Arwen and Olivia together, and you guys together. Yeah. So each group will do it one time to the right and the left, and then the next group will do it. Okay, that's the easiest, bar by bar. We stand in croisé, facing corner number 1 to begin. The arms go out. The same preparation each time, showing that you know a proper preparation. We have 5 ballet walks. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, with the head looking at the audience, because God knows your mother wants to see your face when you perform. Plie through first, and slide it to 4th, and open from 5th en avant to your 3rd arabesque à terre. With your head turned and your chest arched. No weight on this foot. It's not a kickstand. Thou art not a bicycle. We are heading towards the sound equipment in this room. So it's a shallow diagonal as we're going into this, because then we zag the other way for the other side. From the 3rd arabesque, the arms come to out avant. We look at the hands. We bring the right arm up to 1st arabesque with our thumb joint in the center of our midline of our body, center of our body, and about eye-nose level, and we're looking out past it. You lift the back leg. You promenade 1 full rotation all the way around and back to that corner with the arabesque. On the fondue, and we've talked about this in the fondue, the arabesque and the chest grow. You're extending it, extending it, extending it. Pas de bourrée changes you to the opposite corner. And then you have an écarté tendu. So this is the other écarté, the other position. And you're leaning away from it and looking past your forearm. And you close and open the arm to start on the other side. Should be about halfway. If you're way down there, you're already in trouble because you've got 5 more walks to go. We do it on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chassé through the 1st to 4th in a plie, opening from the 5th, 3rd arabesque. Arms come in, you follow them. You look out, promenade all the way around in 1st arabesque. Fondue, pas de bourrée to change sides, and once again another écarté tendu, open, finish. At that point, you'll run that way because the next group will be starting right behind you. Yes? Okay. Question, Libby? Oh. We good? Okay. After that, we have same groups going, except now it's our petit allegro, right? So, for petit allegro, we're here. We're facing croisé once again, but you're going to prep over in this corner, right? And we're going to have the left foot, no, I said right, the left foot in front. Because you're going to start with your glissade derrière. In order to do a glissade derrière to the right, because a glissade derrière means it starts in the back, you have to have your right foot in the back. So your effacé to corner number 2. Preparation, arms come up. Glissade, arms are in front. Jeté, arms open, your head is over your right shoulder. Pas de bourrée, the arm travels underneath you, comes down. As you go into the pas de chat, 3 pas de chats, 1 that arm comes back up, 2, 3, assemblée, finish. When you finish here and show that picture, then you bring that right arm forward And we run, once again, to this corner, get ourselves ready. The other group is already moving. You're over here ready to go with your left foot. At the end, obviously, you go back the other way. Because when you go back the other way, you'll get into the zigzag. Yes, ma'am. Or which one? This one? Our right foot's in the back, and fifth, we're in a passe. And once again, we're here, and we're gonna bring our arms center, because it's gonna go inside. Yes. Right and left, you're now all back in this corner, right? And now in this corner, you're prepared with your right foot in front, because now you're going to do the zigzag.
So one at a time.
One at a time. In other words, one person does 4 repetitions before the next person goes, okay? Because otherwise it's hard for the teachers to see when you have going, yeah. And we're trying to work on, we've worked on what? The port de bras, the stepping, and the contretemps in this, so we're thinking about that. So from here, you do your same prep, your arms come up, we look where we're going. On the pas de bourrée, we look where we came from. On the glee plie, and I emphasize that, we're not closing, we're prepping, you're gonna go down. Arms are coming here. You leap out there with your soda shawl, take a step across, the arms come in front again, brush it out, and do your contretemps to the other side. Now you look where you're going, where you came from. Glee plie, gather, like gathering your energy into that plie and your arms. You pick the knee up, you leap, step across, contretemps. Repeat. Look where you're going, where you came from, gather your spirit, kick it out, contretemps, look where you're going, look where you came from, gather, leap, and that time just run off the stage over here, and just make a nice little space here and hold while each person goes. I hope it's not this. Yes? Here. Yeah. Now, none of this work is new. This entire jury is everything we've been doing. We are recorded. You have been doing this bar. This is not a new bar. I gave you nothing new, because I know it's a crazy time of year with everything going on. There's no reason to do that. We built the bar that worked on certain things. These are the things that you should be showing. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. Questions? Sorry. Questions, questions, questions.
Do our feet come off the ground? When we do
I have no idea what this question's going to be. I'm a little afraid right now.
so it's kind of vague, part of the vague. Do our feet come off the ground?
Well, you don't kick them off the ground because you really don't want to put energy that you don't need to put into a glissade because it's your preparation. So you're 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah. So they're coming off a little bit, but you're not really, don't do too much because you want to save it because you want that leap to be the biggest thing you've got going on. That's the prize at the end. That makes sense? Okay. What gets you up into the air on a soda shot? Your plie, your plie. Your leg. Yeah? What is bringing your leg up? Going up, your knee. Your knee. Your knee. You want to lift that long bone. The longest, heaviest bone in your body goes up first, right? Up. Now you extend from there. That's what makes it go. That's what kicks you off the ground. So the more you lift that, the higher those leaps are going to get. Ultimately, yeah. The lower it is, the more flat it will The more you pick that up, the more air you're gonna grab. Oh! And it's such a surprise the first time you do, because you're like, whoa, that feels loud. Yeah? Yeah. All right. Okay, if you could pick anything that you need to go through, because we only have a couple minutes to go through, what would you pick that you feel like you need to go through? Try it. The zigzag. Okay, let's do it. Let's go through the zigzag. Gently, because you're not going. But yes, go through it so mechanically, so you know. Ava, how are you doing over here, my girl? Yeah, you okay, Andrea? Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad. And I have a video that I will upload to my private YouTube channel, and then I'll forward to Miss Paige, and then she'll get that out to you guys, okay? All right, you're so welcome.
Oh my gosh. Like, it's just like.
Okay, everybody got the playlist, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
I don't know soccer for you though. Me either. Me neither.
Okay, sorry. I think I sent it to Miss Paige though, so she can put it in does that help? When she sends it? Okay, all right. Or just be kind to your neighbor and share.
That's it.
Right? So we just went through it. Take a minute and think. Look where you're going, look where you came from, gather on the leads, and throw. That's what jete means. It means to throw. So you're throwing that initiating leg, which is what gives you the inertia to get up into the air. And away from Mother Earth and her gravity grab. We are going to start again. Yeah, I didn't do any B plus, because B plus with this single key that I'm here.
Oh, that's fine.
It hurts my heart. Ooh, that was pretty dry, huh? Thanks. Right. When we are going, watch the shape of the hands. We're looking where we're going here. As you look where you came from, those arms go to allongé. They elongate. Yeah. Then they gather on the glee and then out.
Wait, are we doing it?
Yeah, yeah. I was just letting people like mark through. Yeah, so let's do it one at a time. So, when you're over here and you see that, like, when you're over here and you see that Olivia is on her fourth repetition, she comes to the end and she's leaping, you are already ready. You have already just quietly done this and are ready to go on the next phrase of music. Does that make sense? So don't wait for her to finish, just do that. Be doing that as she's finishing. So she does, do your last, pretend to do the last one. Woo! Just pretend. So she's doing that, and I'm here, and I go, right? So that there's no hesitation. Yeah, that keeps it moving. Right. No, that was fabulous. That was, I think maybe that should have done it. Thank you. You can crank that out. Oh, I could tell. Super, super good. All right. you're leaning forward into it, so tip your chest the other way. You didn't use your head until the very last one, and all of a sudden you're like, holy Hugo, I never used my head. Okay? You also need to really stretch your feet, be aware of your feet on the transitions. You do a beautiful, well, actually your leaps weren't as good as they normally are. You're not as warmed up. But your feet are sloppy on a transition. So you have to make sure that as you're doing all of this, you're really stretching those feet in between. Because your leap could be phenomenal, but if your feet are sloppy everywhere else, we're like, you've lost it. So work on the coordination of the head. Or when you're racing the music. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You're ahead of the music. Step, and right, and stop, and step, and right, and stop, and you're pushing that lever. So, yes. Coming along nicely, keep working on that contour top. That's the biggest thing to do is get that cleaned up. Step, straight legs. Step, straight legs. Yeah, get that cleaned up and heavy because it's your crowd. Yes, you also are rounding a little bit, so keep the chest, lead with this part of your chest when you're working. And when you do the leap, you're here to get the head out and show that. You don't change these arms until you take that next step. Same thing for you, not down. Don't change your arms until you take the next step. Don't go leap, throw, up. You don't even know you're doing it, but you are. No, coming along nicely. You keep fighting it out because you've got it. Yeah, just watch when you're doing this, you kind of sit with your arms here. It's open and then soften. Yeah, soften them. Yeah. When you leap, you're here and you're leaping. Keep your arms in that shape until you land. When you step, they go here. Don't let them fly down. Hold it. Then grab in. But don't swing them. Yeah. It's normal. Everybody does it. But it's sloppy looking at it and it looks busy. Yeah. So you want to be very specific with your arms so that they don't look busy and take away from the beauty of your leap. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. Other questions? Yeah.
So different. Like, when I start, they're like, seven or like,
That's fine. Yes, that's fine. And 1. Yes. Yes. No, you're good. Anything else? No? Okay. All right. So this is videotaped. I'm going to load it right now.